So our harvest was clearly these three because they were the last ones and they were associated with the workers in those spaces. And we need to harvest a pearl and a dye. And that's our harvest. Oh boy. Okay. So our current famine level is at level 8. And we have a granary which mitigates 3 of the graves. We also have 3 foods, 1 fish and 2 wheat. So that's a total of 6 graves I don't have to place, but I do have to place 2. I don't have any empty spaces in my city because of how well I planned. So I'm going to have to put these graves in a building or in multiple buildings. Now remember, when I place them in a building, that building can no longer be used. And I don't have a hospital yet, so I'm not going to be able to clear them out. So I need to put them in a building I don't intend to use probably the next 2 turns, which I'm not going to use forced labor anytime soon. So we will put those graves in forced labor. I could have also put them in Explorer. I don't think I'll be using Explorer anytime soon, but it's fine. They're taken care of. If I had to guess, I would guess they are going to have to place some graves as well. They have 5 food. Yeah, so they're going to have to put 3 graves in this new necropolis they just built. So this is actually a really good visual too. They built a second city right here in the last city building. I don't know how I didn't notice that during harvest. I must not have been paying attention. They built the second city. You can see it's within their zone of control. And it's not on water. And it's at least 1 space away from any other cities. Good for them. So that's basically, yeah, it's just going to, as of right now, it'll just be a bit of a necropolis because they'll put the 3 graves in there. And then we'll go to pollution. Okay, so we're back to city building. We didn't need to pollute because we have 1 city, so our pollution level is 3, and we had a manned dump, which mitigates it by 4. So this city building, we've got 5 workers. We've got 5 buildings that can be manned. We've got a lot of wood, 8 wood, and we've got 2 stone. So we're definitely going to be building a city for 1 wood, 1 stone, 1 of these foods, probably wheat, and these 2 luxury goods. So let's man a cart. And that's our city building cart. We're going to man the dump. Now we're going to have 7 extra wood and 2 extra food after we build our city. So let's take a look at where we want to go. What do we want to do? We probably definitely are going to need a new quarry, especially because this player's sneaking into our mines up here, our massive mines. So one of those will build a mine. We might be able to build 2 mines. I'd like to start some more food though as well. So we'll do a mine and a food. And for where we'll put the city, I'm thinking down here in this space. It covers up a lot of wood, but I have a lot of wood, and I've got more wood I can access over here and up here, so I'm not too worried about it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll build a city here. We'll build a wheat field up here, and then a quarry somewhere along this route, as close as I can to stop them from getting any more. Because if they stable, this would be within their zone of control. And we should also be thinking about where we want, how we want to win. I'm leaning towards all of these, all of the buildings, and all of the workers. So that's a lot of food and luxury goods, which is fine. When we get that second city open up, we'll be able to really, next turn we'll be able to get some stuff done, definitely. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm not going to man the explorer. There's no reason. So let's validate. Yes, please. Okay, so we're in land building now. They've already built. They didn't take any of our quarry space, which is nice. So we definitely want to build a quarry. And we want to build a wheat field. And we're going to build a city. And this was our spot over here. So we're going to pay. I want to keep that food. Well, yeah, I'm going to get more wheat this turn. So I want to keep the fish so we have different types of food. We'll do our 2 different luxuries and then 1 wood and 1 stone. Confirm payment. And now we've got a second city. We'll validate it. Yes, please. And then it'll be harvest time. We're only harvesting 4 things this turn. A wheat, a stone. We'll free up this worker and get this pearl and a dye. And we can use this time right now to think what we're going to want to do next time. So we built a city, very proud of us. We have this new space here where I'd like to start building a university. So we'll have 2 stone, so we could get either alchemy or biology. I want to do one of the 2 big ones. Those 2 faculties cost 2 stone, whereas philosophy and theology cost 1 stone each. I'm inclined. Let me think. I'm not too worried about pollution at this point. So I think I'm going to go for biology next time. So we'll build a faculty of biology and we'll build a university. Because we have all that wood, we might as well get the university down. And that costs 2 stone. And that'll put us at 5 wood. We probably... Let's think. I would like to get to where we could have... See how much water access they have? That's incredible. Over here, we could actually do a gold mine. I'm not opposed to that idea. It's gold. Fe is iron. Au, is that gold? It's not saving time if I can't figure out how to abbreviate things in my notes. So we'll make a gold mine over here. How many workers are we going to have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll build a gold mine. Since we'll have the biology department, we can start a field somewhere. The problem is all of this pollution. Maybe we should do alchemy first. I just really... You know what we can do? We can build an inn. We'll spend a week to build an inn and push out up this way. Because then we can use all this space. Because if we build an inn here, that would open up this space and we could do sheep or something up here. So we'll do a farmer with biology. And then we'll have one more worker who we'll put in the dump. And I think that'll work. Oh, hang on. We'll need a worker to run the university. We'll have some more luxury goods. And we'll have an extra fish. We'll have that fish. So maybe we'll build a house. 1 food and 2 luxury, and then we could get 2 more workers. Tentatively build 2 houses, which would free us up quite a bit. We'd have someone in the dump, someone in the university, and we could have someone in the stables. Stables, I think, cost luxury to build. Hospital definitely costs a luxury. But if we're doing 2 luxury and food, we won't have a luxury for the hospital. How many? 7, 11, 13. I mean, I could build just 1 house on its own. Let me make a note, because I don't know how long this player's going to take their turn, and I don't want to forget all of this planning. Okay, so now we are worrying about harvesting. So we know that last pearl was taken, so we'll get our other 3 resources and validate. Now to plan sort of ahead for our famine level 8, we have granary, we have 2 food, so we are going to need to place 3 graves, and those new graves are going to go in our beautiful new city. I wanted to look at their city. They were able to cure their graves, so that's why they don't have a proper necropolis, because they got rid of all their graves. Hopefully we'll be able to do that too. You have to keep up with your graves. You have to keep up with your pollution. Otherwise, things are going to get pretty rough pretty fast. They're cleaning up their land pretty good. And I don't like how quick they're spreading up here to take land. Not from me, but... Okay, so now we'll wait for our famine. Alright, so we are on famine. And as predicted, I will have to place 3 graves in my city. We'll just put them up here. We will validate. And now we're waiting for their pollution. So do they have a dump? They don't have a dump. They have 1 fountain, so they'll only have to place 5 pollution. We have a dump. We have 2 cities, so we'll have to place 2 pollution when that time comes, which will probably be soon. So it's time to pollute. We know that we are going to, let me look at my notes. We are going to build a gold mine here, and we're going to farm up here. And that's it. So really, I just kind of want to get things ready for when I have alchemy. So I'll put my 2 pollution down here. Now my reason for that, I'm going to go ahead and validate it while I'm talking. The reason for putting it down here, when I have alchemy as an action, remember, I'll choose a polluted hex, and it'll clear that hex and any adjacent hex. So I kind of want to start getting these hexes that are 7, like these turtle shapes that are made up of 7 hexes, so that I can just, bam, alchemy them right up. Yes. So my plan was, now that I have this city, I want to build the Faculty of Biology. We'll put that down here. Cross that off my list. I want to build a university. I don't really have to build the university yet because I only have one faculty. It doesn't really matter. But why not? So I man the university, which is also going to have the effect of manning the Faculty of Biology. I know that I'm going to want to build a gold mine and an inn and a farmer. All right, so I'd like to man the dump. I like being able to control that pollution, but I also would not mind building a hospital at this point. Start clearing out these graves. Now, either way, I'm going to need someone to work in it. So here's what I'm thinking. Because I have 2 food and 2 luxury goods, for my inn and my farmer. Oh, the farmer's fine because of biology. I don't need to worry about food for the farmer. So for the inn, I'm going to need to use one of those foods. So really, I only have 1 food available and 2 luxury goods. Now I can use one of those foods and one of those luxury goods to build a house, and then 1 luxury good to build a hospital. I think that's going to be my best bet for this time. Because otherwise, I could build this house for 1 food and 2 luxury items, and I could get 2 workers by doing that. Because I could build this house plus one of the houses that have a lower number, so the 9 or the 8. But I couldn't build the hospital this turn then. And also, I feel like there's another bad part of that. Well, I couldn't build the hospital, but I would be able to populate the dump. So, but manning the dump isn't that great for me right now, because I would have an extra worker for no reason. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I'm going to build a house next to this grave. It doesn't matter which one I use, because I'm just going to use the other food to build the inn. And then I'm going to use the other luxury to build a hospital down here. And then I'll man the hospital. And then I'll have this option here to clean 5 graves. So if I choose this and I have more than 5 graves, it'll make me pick each individual grave that I want to clear. But since I have a total of 5 graves on the board, I can just click it and it'll clear all the graves. Now, what I could also do if I wanted to use forced labor, but didn't have or didn't want to use the hospital, I could use Santa Barbara and move the graves out because there's empty space now. But I wouldn't be able to move them from this building to another building. Landlords don't like that. So, clean grave. Yep, clean all of them. That's great. Just, I don't know how the hospital does it. It's probably one of those, like, don't ask Dr. Frankenstein questions about what he does with the bodies. Great. So we'll do that. We have our 3 carts for the mine, the inn, and the farmer. Excellent. We still have some extra wood. That's fine. We'll validate. So the plan was, I gotta remember. All right, we need a gold mine. I remember that. And an inn. And we'll do sheep, since we've been talking about grazing sheep a lot. And that should do it for our turn. Gold mine, sheep, we got wheat, we got the last of the dye coming. Okay, let's validate. Once we validate, we'll see what is next. Harvesting. And we'll do some planning, because harvesting, let's see, is famine is level 9. We have a granary, and we'll have 1, 2. So we're gonna have to do 4 graves, which is fine. We have the hospital now. And let's see. Okay, so let's start to plan what we want to happen next time. We're going to have 1 worker come home. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have 4 workers available. Let me make a note. 2, 3, 4. We'll have, let's see, we start with 4 wood. So we'll have 4 wood, 1 stone, 1 dye, 1 sheep, 1 gold, and 1 wheat. Only 1 stone, huh? Okay. Because I would like to get alchemy built. So I think my goal then should be to get another quarry going here. So one of my workers will be for a quarry. And then I'll have 2 luxury and 2 food. I want to start another field because I'll be able to because of biology. I feel like with biology I want to constantly be doing that. I really want to get this stuff cleaned up though. Okay, so next turn, not this coming one, but the one after, I'm going to want to build the alchemy faculty. So it means I can't touch the 1 stone that I have. How many more does that quarry have? If I build a quarry, that means next turn's harvest, I'll get 2 stone, so I'd be able to build the faculty. So it's okay if I do spend the stone, but I don't think I will. I should probably clear this wood. Just thinking. Now I can do a fishery here. I could do food here. I'm going to want to plant some kind of food. So I'll just write that there's going to be a farmer of some kind. We want someone in the dump, and we want someone in the university. So that's all 4 of my workers that I'll have. Now I could build new houses, and I'll want to so I can have the hospital manned. Am I near an exploration? So if I build the 1 food, 2 luxury, what good would that do me? 1 good, 2 luxury house. I could get this. I could have 2 houses. I could do 10 and 9. There could be 2 workers, so I could do hospital and another cart action. Probably a fishery up here. Or over here. Okay, let's plan on that. Let's plan on building 2 houses and getting a fishery and manning the hospital. Okay, great. Let's give this a refresh. did that. So we're going to take this sheep so that I can build the fishery there. Take that wheat, this stone, and this gold. Validate that. Okay, great. So then just make sure that I'm right. The quarry would take 1 wood. The fishery would take 1 wood. So that would leave me with 2 wood, which is fine. Then the farmer wouldn't take anything. The dump wouldn't take anything. University doesn't take anything. Hospital doesn't take anything. And the houses will take the 2 luxury goods and 1 of the food. Great. Great. And we'll take a look and see what other out of these. I can't build a fountain because I won't have any luxury goods. I could build a harbor. It wouldn't be manned, but I'm not near enough water, I don't think, to justify a harbor right now. So I'm not going to build a harbor yet. Or stables. Okay. So famine's at level 9. And we have the granary, and we have 2 food, so that lowers it by 5. So we knew we were going to have to put 4 graves in here. Put those in. Validate. So it's pollution time. Oh, I didn't man my dump. So it's 3 pollution per city. So my plan was... Look at my paper. Quarry, farmer, fishery. Put the fishery up there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pollute those. That. 2 more. That. And that. Okay, so we need to build houses. We're going to use, as planned, we're going to use 1 of the food and 2 of the luxury items. The only 2 luxury items. And up here you'll see it's giving me a prompt that I can build another one for free. Since I built house 10, the only one that I would be able to build in addition is house 9. So I'll build that, thanks to San Nicolo. I need to man a cart for a quarry. I need to man the university. I am sending out a farmer. Manning the dump. Sending out a cart for the fishery. And manning the hospital. Manning the hospital means we're going to go ahead and clear these graves. So we should have 1, 2, 3 carts. The dump, the hospital, and the university. Excellent. So 1 wood for the quarry, 1 wood for the fishery, and then we'll use what we get from biology for farming. Wonderful. All right, we'll validate that. So looking at my notes, sometimes it's hours in between these moves, I'm going to build a quarry here. Ah, this monster. I wasn't planning on using that space, but this is a little bit irritating. All right, build a quarry there. I'm going to build a farmer. Let's do... I need food or luxury? I need both. Let's do wine. over here. And then we'll do fishery. We'll do pearl. Here. Then we'll validate it. Fishery. Probably not doing too great. I need to build another city soon, since they just came straight up the middle like that. Or at least get out. Okay. They're venerating Mary. Looks like they're trying to get all their houses out. They got a good start. I think they're trying to do houses, and I don't know if they can do zone of control. They could do this. Well, maybe not. They don't have a lot of wood and stone coming in. Okay. I really need to buckle down. I need to be responsible, and I need to buckle down. So I think my next goal was to build alchemy, which it still is. And I think I need to get my third city down, so I make sure that I have enough room. And I'm gonna need another woodcutter. How many workers am I gonna have? 1, 2, 3. Just 3 unless I build more houses. I'm gonna have to build more houses. So we'll say 5 workers. It's an off-balance washing machine. It's working itself out. Okay. So we're gonna have 3 stone, which we'll use 2 for the alchemy and 1 for the city. And the wood and like one of the sheep. And like gold and wine. To build the third city. So that would leave me with 2 wheat as food. Now I'm inclined. What am I inclined to do? I'm inclined to clean up here. And make like olives or something so I get more food. I need to get more food. So we'll make a farmer with biology. Two, 3, 4, 5. So 1 more worker. If I do a woodcutter and a farmer. Pearls. Is that just pearls? Because I'll use the gold and the wine for the city. That's not enough to build another house. Okay, well, I'll just put a wish list of what I'd like to be able to do. I'd like to be able to do a woodcutter and a farmer and an inn, maybe a harbor. Basically everything I need to build. Okay. All right. Alright, we'll see what happens. Harvest time. So I'm gonna harvest one of these sheep, one of these wheat, one of these pearls, one of these wines, and one of these stones. Validate. It looks like a lot up there, but it's not really. Would it make sense next time to forced labor? No. I would lose too much. I would get 2 sheep, 2 wheat, and 2 stone, and a wine. But I would lose this last gold. I would lose this last stone. No, I'll just do regular old harvesting, as they say back in Antiquity. I have no idea what I'm talking about. All right. Famine. What am I going to have to do for famine? Let me mentally prepare myself here. I have the granary. I have 3 foods, so that's 6. So I'm going to have to place 4 graves again. It's fine. Pollution. I'm going to have to do 2 pollution. Do they have a dump? They have a dump. So that means I can't place pollution here because we share it. And they have an active dump. And I can't place it here. Uh-oh. I can place it here and here. Those are the only 2 places. Uh-oh. Sneaky sneaks. But that also means they can't place pollution here, because I have a dump. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, time to place those 4 graves. And honestly, it doesn't matter where I place them because I'll probably just clean them up with the hospital. But now that I'm thinking about it, I might not have the workforce to do it. So, I'm just going to wait a second because they've been going pretty... They just did theirs almost live. So, I'm going to take a little bit of time to try to try to confirm what my plan is going to be. I think I'm not going to build a 3rd city yet this round because I could use that gold and that wine to build more houses and get more workers. So I'm definitely going to use 2 stone for alchemy, attach that onto the university, and use a worker in there. So I should have 5 workers this turn. And I could build an inn. Is there a nice spot to get wood? There's all this wood over here. There's all this wood over here. I built my fishery on. That's already within my reach. So if I build... It's a gold mine. If I build my inn here, I guess. I feel like 3 is already small for a gold mine. Like, as the minimum size for a mine, I kind of like 3 because you can put somebody there and you can forced labor and free them up automatically. So I'm inclined not to build an inn in that space. Now, if I did a harbor, nothing's adjacent to that. So that doesn't matter. I think there's any body of water that a harbor will help me with. So, let's say I built an inn. Let me refresh. In case they've done their pollution. Nope. Well, I guess I could woodcut up here, and then I can inn over this way, because there's some good... If I inn here, and then I harbor, I can get over here to this fertile land over yonder, and I can plant something here, and conceivably there as well. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to inn, I'm going to harbor, I'm going to farmer, I'm going to woodcut, and I'm going to university. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Check on him. Nope. Still polluting. Okay, well, let's take this time then. So, if we look at this, what's the minimum amount of goods that we would need in order to be able to build all of our houses, right? So, we're obviously going to have to pay 3 food and 3 luxury at some point. Now, I'd like to get my faculty of philosophy going so that I can ignore that D and just do 3 of any food and 3 of any luxury. So definitely going to want to do probably 20 and 19 together because they both cost 6 resources. So do 20, get 19 for free. And then probably, I mean, it depends how my food and luxury situation unfolds. So as it stands now, if I were to if I wait till all this is harvested, that's 3 food, 6 food, 6 food, and 4 luxury. So 9 food and 7 luxury. It's about equal, isn't it? Okay. Well, if I make a plan and watch it not happen, I make a plan, then we should be okay. So we'll do 3 of each for 20, and then I feel like I have a better shot with food, like getting more food than luxury, because I don't have access to a lot of water in the northern part of the map. So we'll do 18 and 17 together. Get this little refresh. 18 and 17. Here we go. I gotta do my 2 pollutions. See, you won't even highlight it because we share it. So I'll pollute here. That's fine because that's where I'll build my inn. And then if I do a woodcutter here or here, it doesn't matter. So I'll pollute there. Okay, we'll validate that. Wonderful. So city building, we had a plan, and it involves building alchemy. So in order to build alchemy, I'm gonna need, I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put a worker in the hospital. So I'm going to move these graves. So I have space for the faculty of alchemy. Then we will validate Barbara. Come back here. We'll build the Faculty of Alchemy right there. We'll man it. Okay, we did that. Now we're gonna do a woodcutter. And a farmer. Oh, you know what? I don't have room for a harbor. Because harbors are 5 squares. Interesting. Alright. Well, we got the woodcutter. We got the farmer. Being able to farm over here, well, not necessarily. If I built my inn here, I would still be able to reach here and farm. It's not as ideal, but it's still leaving this space for when I do a harbor. Okay, I'm fine with that. So, no harbor, which means in next time. Okay. That's great. So I can build 2 more workers. Let me look at my list of... So I want to cover 17 with 18. So I'll probably want to do 16 and obviously one of these 4. We'll say 16 and 13. So I don't have to do 3 lux. So then we'll do 15. Boy, that 11 is a mess. We'll do 15 and 12, I guess. Which leaves 14 and 11. I can't even do 14 this time. Oh my god. Okay, well, what do I want? What am I saving for? Because according to my plan, doing 15 is my best bet right now. Whatever, it's fine. We'll do it. We'll build 15. Please. Oh, yeah, I gotta click here. And we'll pay 2 different food, the 2 different luxury. We're getting another gold and another wine. So those are what we'll use. Make sure we have a good mix. And with 15, we wanted to do 12. Put that there. Okay. Okay. So we'll man the dump. And we'll man the hospital. Clean the grave. Are we building a city this time? We don't have enough luxury goods. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. I feel like I am spiraling to my death here. Alright, so let's go ahead and validate it. We don't have any free workers. We are doing a woodcutter, I believe it was. A woodcutter and a farmer. Okay, let's validate. Let's see if our opponent is validated. Still working. That's okay, because we still have some planning to do. So, if we are doing the house plan the way that I've decided, we need 3 food and 3 luxury items, and then we need 3 more food and 2 more luxury items. It's those 2. And then 16 needs 4 food. Jeepers creepers. 2, 3, 4, and 1 luxury item. And then 14 is 3 food, 1 luxury item. Okay. So that's 13 food and 7 luxury. Okay. Okay. And if we're gonna build another city, then we need, let me do this in a different color. We need a food for a city, and we need 2 luxury for a city. And we need 3 luxury. Sorry, getting out of control. 3 luxury for buildings. And then also for buildings, we need 3 wood and 2 stone. That's all up here. Okay, so what does that mean? Let me give this a little refresh. Nothing? Okay. Well, we definitely are going to need to build the city next time. Step 1. Okay. So we have, right now, we'll call this, what color did I use for the city? Black. Okay. So the city, we have 1 food for the city. We have 1 luxury item for the city. We'll have, are we quarrying stone still? We don't need to quarry any more stone. I'm going to say no more stone, don't care about stone. We are set for stone. So, see, we have 1 wood, and we're going to get a wood from harvesting. We have 1 stone, and we're going to get a stone from harvesting. So we're set for stone. Great. Luxury, we already did. Oh, I need, the dryer's done. 1 wood and 1 stone. So we're gonna get a stone, and we'll call that. Okay. I should take a picture of my notes. Put it in the video. Let's give this reload. Okay. There is a note prompt here so that you can save your notes in the game, and then when you come back, like if you're playing multiple games or anything like that. Let's see if, okay, so that's taking care of the city for next round, which is of utmost importance because we need that space to be able to build all of this. So what are we getting out here? We're gonna get, let's use a tile color for this harvest, or what's out there, I guess. We're going to have 3 sheep coming in, but only 1 this turn. So 1, 2, 3. We'll have 3 wheat. That's it for food. I'm gonna need a lot more food. For luxury items, we're getting the gold, which is gonna go to the city. 2 wine. And a pearl. So we only need 7 more luxury. And a ton more food. So for food, oh, you know what we can do is we're gonna alchemy. So we can clean this space up and make food there. That'll be more food. That's good. Okay, so for that food, and then doing wood here is will be fine, unless we want to build a fishery. Well, we'll see. So for this, we want to do a food. So we'll do olive, and that'll be for a farm. We'll do 5, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it means we only need to plant 3 more food. That's great. And then we'll worry about getting some luxury items. Okay. I think we're a couple rounds away from being good. Alright, let's reload. See if we've moved on. We have not. Great. Okay, so we're doing our land building. I can't remember what I was doing. It's almost like I predicted that would happen. Let's see. Okay, so I can use alchemy. That's right. I'm going to use alchemy up here and make olives. I think I said I was going to make some olives, some food. I'm going to make a woodcutter over yonder. And that's it. I validate it. I think famine's gonna hit me pretty hard. I have one food. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So I'm gonna have to put 4 graves. That's okay. I'm keeping up with it. 4 graves is something I can take care of with the hospital. So that is okay. Okay, so now it's time to harvest. You can see that this other player has really gotten in my space here, which is a little bit frustrating. It's fine. I think what we're going to do when we build a city is, because I can't build it here because of that water, we'll figure it out. I might have, we'll figure it out. So I'm harvesting those olives, this stone, this wheat, this sheep, and I don't think it matters which one of these trees I take. So that looks like a lot of resources, right? I mean, it's 9 resources, and 5 of those are going to go towards building the city. It's not great. Okay, so let's validate that, and we will be looking at famine next. The famine level is 11. Like I said, I have 4 food, and I have a granary, so I only have to put 4 graves in my city. And for pollution, I'm going to have to pollute... Did I man the dump? I did. So I'm going to have to pollute 2 hexes. I'm probably going to do that one I just cleared of wood. Maybe both of these 2? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do these 2. Maybe these 2? I don't know. We'll see. They're both equally bad, so that's great. I really think they're trying to encompass me. I think that's one of their win conditions. They spread things out pretty nice over here, though. I'll give them that. That's why their turn took so long. I like the way that looks. Okay.